Budget smartphone naman pag-uusapan natin today. Hawak ko right now is the Honor X5b Plus. This one is being powered by the MediaTek Helio G36, 50MP na main camera sensor, 5,200 mAh na battery, plus meron siyang 90Hz screen refresh rate. Presyo, below 5,000 pesos. Pag-usapan natin after this quick intro. Now, ito si Honor X5b Plus na may 4 gigs of RAM and 120 gigs of storage. Currently, it's being priced at 4,999. Pero during mga sale like payday sale and mga double-digit sale, it goes as low as 4,300 pesos. I'll post the link on the description box below or just simply click the product link para makuha nyo yung presyong yon. And iwas scam na rin kasi pinopost ko is yung mga official links lang. Na pag tinignan mo kayo ng design, it looks very simple. Ang likod niya is matte finish, and pag tinignan mo sa ilaw, medyo may pagka-linen finish siya. Looks good and hindi siya nakaka-attract ng fingerprints. Quite thin din ang kanyang camera bump. Wala siyang hindi mo makita bawat isa may isang ring, which normally makita mo to sa mga medyo mas mamahalin mga smartphone like the Xiaomi 15, ganito ang kanyang design. Pero dito, this is a budget phone, pero ganun na ang kanyang design. Goods, di ba? Yung side niya is plastic frame, and likod niya is also plastic. So, I would say that it's a little bit plasticky ang feel nitong phone na ito. I'll be honest with you. But one thing to like dito sa kanya is nandiyan ka ng audio jack, and pwede ka pa maglagay ng isang micro SD expansion dito. Should you feel na medyo bitin ang yung storage, pwede ka mag-expand dito. One thing not to like dito sa kanya is yung kanyang teardrop notch, which is 2025 na, and makapal din ang kanyang baba. Yung fingerprint sensor niya nandito sa kanyang power button. Now, like I told you, this one is being powered by the MediaTek Helio G36. Very basics na processor siya, which can definitely multitask and do some day-to-day basis na tasks like messenger, calls, and of course, social media, opening some documents, wala kang maging problema dito, or just simply video chatting. It gave me 143,000 points dito sa Attitude benchmark, which is for me, of course, quite low. But of course, just to set your expectation, this is a very budget-friendly na phone. Ito ang breakdown score natin. CPU benchmarking ng Geekbench and kanyang GPU benchmark. Not bad ang kanyang thermals, and it traveled to 90% ng kanyang best performance. Now, one thing to like dito sa kanya is malaki din kanyang battery at 5,200 mAh, pero medyo mabagal ang charging dito sa phone na ito at just 10 watts. No? I did try to use other higher charger dito like mga 25 watts or 33 watts, talagang 10 watts ang kaya na tanggapin. Therefore, charging might take a little while. If you're charging from 0 to 100, maybe a little less than 2 hours. Pero makuna naman kanyang battery. It was able to last me a 15 hours and 5 minutes na screen on time. This is based on 50% brightness and 60Hz screen refresh rate na testing. Therefore, it can last you a little bit more than 1 day on normal usage. Napag-usapan naman natin quickly ang kanyang screen. This one is a 6.56-inch na TFT LCD display with a 90Hz screen refresh rate, which is quite surprising para sa akin, and a 530 nits na maximum brightness. Therefore, under the direct sunlight, medyo mahirapan ka ng konti. Looking at the text here, medyo pag sobrang lakas ng araw, medyo mahirapan ka a bit. And probably, I would tell you na medyo sumilong ka na lang just to be able to read the messages here sa iyong phone. Now, this one can only display up to 720p. Therefore, just setting your expectation if you're browsing through sa social media like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter, wala kang maging problema naman dito. Though the resolution ain't the highest na pwede mong makita. Pero just to set your expectation, this is just a budget-friendly phone. Therefore, not so bad na rin ang kanyang display. Now, if you're watching your favorite shows naman dito, well, I would say acceptable, not so bad. Just don't expect it to perform like a AMOLED display. But for me, watchable naman siya. Now, this one only has one loud firing speaker dito sa ilalim, and it also has a audio jack. So therefore, you can use your favorite headphones if you need it. And ang kanyang loudspeaker is just katamtaman lang, hindi siya malakas, pero hindi naman siya sobrang hina. Now, I did try to play one game dito, Call of Duty Mobile, and honestly, medyo mababa lang naman graphical settings pwede mo set dito sa kanya. I was able to play 30 minutes dito, though it's a little bit hard to navigate. lalo na no, pag medyo nagbabakbakan na kayo, medyo mafe-feel mo talaga naglalag siya. Medyo hirap siya, no? I would frankly tell you. Pero i-lower na mo lang graphical settings nito to the lowest na kaya, I think it would be a little bit more smoother. Pero doon nakakapatay naman ako, was able to play several rounds dito ng rank matches and okay naman siya. Though don't expect too much from it kasi talagang medyo madidismayado ka dito if you want to play on a higher graphical settings. Touch response is okay, sounds is mediocre, and graphics is, well, below my expectation. Siyempre, it's a budget phone. Pinakamainit na inabot niya after 30 minutes of gameplay, 41 degrees Celsius. Quickly, pag-usapan lang natin ang kanyang camera. This one has a 50MP na main camera sensor with auxiliary lens and it can shoot you up to 1080p and 30fps. Front-facing camera, 5MP which can also shoot you up to 1080 and 30fps. Guys, quickly tingnan natin some of the shots na nakuha natin from the Honor X5b Plus. Taking a look at this very simple shot, well, honestly, it's not so bad. Yung kind of quality is quite a bit okay for its price point. E makita mo yung details dito, though it's not super duper sharp. Just to set your expectation. Now, one thing na napansin ko naman dito sa kanya is that hindi naman sobrang hirap mag-focus on smaller na object like yung mga rosebud like this one, okay naman siya. Taking a look at this one, dito ko napansin no, na kahit pinocus ko siya, nag-ano naman siya, medyo nag-blur naman siya dito. Yan, nakita natin, medyo soft yung photo. Pero on the contrary, ito naman na finocus ko, mas maliit pa sa kanya, mas okay pa to. Mas sharper pa. Taking a look at some of this purple na flower, okay lang, pero hindi lang ganun kaganda ng color. This one is a little bit better, pero hindi lang siya ganun ka-sharp. Pansin ko yung kanyang greens is a little bit saturated and medyo mas naging lighter color siya, lighter neon green as opposed dun sa nakikita ko with my naked eye. Now, taking a look at this scenery, mukhang okay naman siya. Medyo mas mukhang kalawang lang itong figurine na to compared dun sa nakikita ko with my naked eye. Now, meron din naman siyang zoom. This is a normal shot. And this is a 2x zoom shot. Pero after 2x zooming, pansin ko medyo mas soft na siya. Taking a look at some of these plants, okay siya, pero hindi lang siya ganun ka-sharp. Now, moving indoors, taking this shot, well, honestly, not so bad naman shot na ito. Was able to focus clearly dito sa subject and the background is okay naman na pagka-blur. And taking a focus naman on some of these shots, mukhang okay naman siya. Though some of these words are a little bit blurred pag zoom in mo na siya. Some of this bean shot, mukhang okay. Pero, this is a little bit surprising ha. Hindi siya ganun ka-soft yung mga photo na ito. Now, if you're trying to take a shot naman dito sa flash na ito, well, honestly, mukhang not bad siya ha. And some low light shot like this one, mukhang decent. Kapag tinignan mo naman sa these shots na nakuha natin using the front-facing camera, not so bad, though it's a little bit soft, pero the details are a bit there, though medyo smoothen na siya ng konti. Pero not bad though there are times na medyo mas namumuti ako just like this one. And taking some indoor na selfie, mukhang soft talagang photo dahil medyo mas hirap siya on indoor. Pansin ko ito medyo soft na soft and medyo namumuti. Pati ito medyo hindi na ganun kaganda ang kanyang quality. And taking a video using the front-facing camera, well, honestly, not so bad for its price point. Gets the job done, pero medyo soft nga lang siya. And using kanyang rear camera, equally shaky. Parang mas shaky pa ito kaysa front-facing camera. Pero the quality is not so bad for its price point. Now guys, ano masasabi ko dito sa Honor X5b Plus? Honestly, not so bad ang itong phone na ito. It can give you everything that you need to do on a day-to-day basis, like opening documents, calling your friend or, well, your boss, texting, social media, messenger, Viber, wala kang mga problema dito, banking apps. And it can play some not so graphical intense na game, but you have to put the graphical setting to low, like CODM, ML, PUBG, and si Honor of Kings. I don't think may problema dito, basta low graphical settings, it can give you some decent playing moments. The camera is just okay. Medyo hindi naman siya sobrang ganda. But I would say that this is definitely a perfect phone for backup or if you're dalagang budget mo isa sa ganun lang, not so bad na itong phone na ito. Aesthetically wise, I think it's not so bad for below 5K. Kaya guys, ano tingin niyo dito sa phone na ito? Honor X5b Plus. Let me know in the comments kung ano tingin ninyo. And if you want to know kung saan nyo pwede mabili ito, I'll post the link on the description box below. And if you like this video, don't forget to share it to your friends. And a quick sub sa aking channel is definitely awesome. I'll see you in my next one. And so, ako para si Richmond, and you're watching Gadget Sidekick. Like and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. For one of my latest uploads, click the dito. And for one of my popular uploads, click here.